Hello, and welcome to League 22, Match 5 with T-Kush 35. We're currently 1 and 3, not doing so hot. This hand can ramp into some decent stuff, so I'll give it a keep. We had some unfortunate matchups. We did beat Jund, which I've usually had troubles with. We did not beat Aetherflux Reservoir combo, and we just lost to Blue-White Control. So unfortunately winning this, if possible, will only get us to a 2-3 record. But we've played some interesting matchups for sure. That upkeep stop was against the Blue-White Control deck. Stomping Ground, eh? Nakatl. How does this do against Nakatl? Well, with Signal Pest we can do a bit more. We can dump... I guess I'm gonna switch that to just dumping the champion right now, because that will block Nakatl for days until they get a Trampler. But the champion will really help. And then next turn we can play Ravager and Pest. And then hopefully start getting in for some decent life-linking damage. Playing champion does expose our Volt Scourge to removal. And Volt Scourge feels pretty important in this matchup. Life gain, getting us ahead of their shenanigans. But I like having the protection blocker for sure. Okay, Nexus is good. Tap those bad boys for the Ravager, which they might respond to, or not. That's cool. And then we'll play the Signal Pest. We'll get in with the Scourge. So we are at a slight bit of a disadvantage, with Champion wanting more artifacts and Ravager wanting to sacrifice them. But I think we can manage for now. We'll start getting in for some decent damage next turn. So I think Blood Moon might be alright in this matchup. Well, it also might be... Ooh, with Knight of the Reliquary, huh? It also might be a trap. Springleaf Drum. Okay, I'm gonna cast it. So let's say we attack. That's 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 if I go all in, because Ravager's not going to attack. Seven, 8, and then I could sacrifice 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's not quite lethal. Knight gets big. I think a medium attack this turn will be fine towards getting us next turn. Granted, it is just a straight out race. Can they beat us? Maybe I can afford. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. I'm not gonna go for it in activating the Ravager. But we are going to go for a decent swing here. Gain some life on the way back. We do have Ravager for some blocks, if necessary. That should put him at decent. Is this Naya something? Knight's getting bigger. They have basics. Bloodbraid Elf. Seems fine. This is a big swing for them, sure, but okay. Adding another Wild Nacatl doesn't save them. Because 4, 7, 10. I can take this hit, and they are still dead. Yeah. Okay, so Blood Moon is tempting. Etch Champion seems good. I don't think I have any explicit notes for this quite yet. Oh, Nyazu. Blood Moon, S Champion, Dispatch. Well, I don't have Dispatch. I do have the Blood Moon and the S Champion. I only have one of each. Whip Flare on the draw I don't think is so good. So I think I'm just going to board in those two, going down a Master and a Steel Overseer? Nah, a Mem Knight. Ups my curve a little bit. I'm gonna go 1 and 1. No, I'll still go like that. Oh, I have clicked far too much. Okay, there we go. So we're back to the 4 Steel Overseers. I suppose 1 Stubborn Denial isn't too bad. For which I will go down 1 Steel Overseer. Stubborn Denial to help negate any killing stuff. So this seems kind of weak. If they have anything that can kill Vault Scourge, then we're not doing so hot. On the flip side, I can cast anything in my deck. On the draw, I know we can do better, but we can also do worse. I don't have anything I'm going towards. And this dies to just a bolt. Yeah, I'm going to mulligan, being on the draw. Yeah, this got a little bit better. I don't have the Volt Scourge for life gain, but I have a little more interaction and protection and something to work towards. So we'll keep that. And the Ornithopter, I guess, let's see, if we keep Ornithopter, we go boom, 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 it's a turn 1 Ravager. Sure, turn 1 Ravager seems decent. It's not great though, but a turn 1 Ravager with an Inkmoth Nexus, that seems pretty good. So Nexus, Ornithopter, Welding Jar, Opal, Drum, and then Ravager. Means we could, if necessary, go in on the Inkmoth with 1, 2, 3, 4, make it a 5/5 2-turn clock with Welding Jar up. That's super aggressive, but if they don't leave any mana up, Might be worth it. Okay. So, probably not worth it, because they probably have path up. Oh, Karn. Okay, yep. That decision is handily made. Yeah, Ornithopter. And we're just gonna go Thump. Yes, it makes Karn vulnerable to a bolt, but as far as I can tell, they don't have the mana for that. And if they're bolting Karn, I got a 6/6 out of it. Bloodbraid. Okay. Into Wear Tear. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay. So, what do they do here? They don't have very many good targets. Because whatever they try to do, they'll do, yep. They're going to wear. So I will just eat it. Does it shrink my construct? Yes. Is that acceptable? Absolutely. Darksteel Citadel. So, I'm wondering, now with Jar gone, I don't think going all in on Nexus is a smart idea. Which then makes me wonder if I should try to protect Karn, or just make another dude. I'm just gonna make another dude. Because that's 2 bodies that he spat out. I could still get in with Ravager even. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 off. Mm-hmm. Seems fine. So then Karn we can use for card advantage next turn. Ooh. Okay. That's a pain in the butt. Sacrifice. Tap for mana. Activate. There's a chance that could go awry. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Oh well. Okay. It's not quite the big clock that we were hoping for, but this leaves us a little bit in a little bit better of a position. They have 2 green mana open, means they could get a 4/4. I didn't think about that one. Probably should have left one more artifact so that these were 5/5s. Actually, because Ooze only has to attack on its own, gets the Exalted trigger for 3/3, and then it can go 4/5, so it'll be a 5/5. Yikes. So Karn's down. Constructs are all 3/3s. Okay. Yeah, get in with that Ooze. Well, my side of the board's looking a little pitiful now. Ah, nuts. Oh well. What you gonna do? I'm gonna get in. 6 damage. I don't think these guys are doing much else. So I could have eaten 1 fewer. Could have eaten 2 fewer. And the clock would have been the same, and these guys would have been bigger and better. That's a bummer. That was something I did not think of properly. Just too focused on Stony shutting off Ravager and the artifacts tapping for anything to remember that these constructs... Eek. Okay, well there goes the poison route. If I can get a land of not Darksteel variety. So that'll kill it, so... Just gotta keep him back for now. Turns these into 3/3s. He does have green mana up. Which means he can trade. He can trade his Ooze for a construct. I think that profits me. So I'm going to push it. Or do I hold? Nah. This is a race. I gotta do the thing. They have 0 cards in hand. They can pump Ooze once. If they do, they are trading with a construct, which is good for them, yes, but it's also good for me to get rid of Ooze. Means this construct is down to a pitiful 2/2. I need... Well, the most helpful would be a non-Darksteel Citadel land. Very specifically a land. Got a little overzealous. We could have been in a better position, I think, if I did not go all in on the Nexus. So that's a bummer. Yeah, sure. Get in for your 4. Leaves up the mana to kill Nexus. If I attack with Construct, can even trade. Yeah, I need a land. Something I don't say too often. Stubborn Denial. That would have been useful when Stony was around. Oops, sorry. So here's the thing. If I attack with this Inkmoth Nexus, he kills it. Straight up. If I attack with the Construct, he probably blocks. He might not. Yeah, we're gonna get there. I'm holding this back because while it would force him to use the Pride Mage, I'm then down to 1 mana. If I stick through this, at least I have a chance of casting Etched Champion at some point. Really, the bad state I'm in with the constructs being gone and everything is it's definitely my fault. I should not have been so zealous with the Arcbound Ravager. So now he can start doing his Knight of the Reliquary shenanigans, which is going to very quickly threaten us with the Keswick Wolf Run. So we are... What are we hoping for? Etched Champion would be pretty good. Cavonic Blast. Huh. Well, I don't think Construct can get in. Which means... get in with Volt Scourge. Opponent is doing something. He's going to destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay. Going to respond by activating the Inkmoth Nexus and blasting his Knight. It might be better to blast him, but I think getting rid of the Knight helps more, because that'll leave me with a Construct. Because he can go for a fetch. Ooh, Ghost Quarter. Yeah. That's not good news for us. Yep, okay. So that ended up doing nothing. Yep, should have gone to his face. Bummer. Yep, okay. Strategy mistake there. Okay. Not quite what we're looking for here. Knight's gonna keep getting bigger now. Yeah, Galvanic Blast would have been better, because then a blast off the top would have saved it. Would have been an out. I really wanted to get rid of the Knight, because that's currently their only threat. But can't have everything. So they can attack with the... Okay. I don't block. You pump it through various methods. I swing I mean, I definitely swing back, right? I don't see a scenario in which I do not swing back. Especially getting a Mem Knight here. If opponent has path or anything like that, then we're not sitting too well. Oh yeah, that means this would have been a lethal attack if I had blasted the face. I just got too excited. And bolting the construct. If only he had one more power. Making them pay 1 isn't going to do anything. Oh, and he did it. Yeah, he did it right here. Yeah, I gotta save that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was a decent card to have in hand. Now, Knight's gonna keep getting bigger. We can attack for 2 with Mem Knight. If they attack with Knight and have nothing, well, they probably sacrifice that canopy, right? Yeah, to draw a card. Just builds up Knight. They can hit me for 7 here. It's not quite enough. Wild Nicodle is not what we were hoping for. Yeah, if I don't draw land, I think we're just dead. Land to get Etched Champion. And hope they don't have any kill spells for these 2 bad boys. Because that's 9 next turn at a minimum. It's not... I guess it's close. Wait, that's 9. They trample... No. There was probably a route in which we had that, and I just gave it up. Like a fool. Let's go down a Ravager for a grid. Go around the Stony Silence and stuff. Yes. Some sort of not stony dying 2 hand. No? Okay. Cool. Yeah, whatever, I guess. It's turn 2 champ. Seems decent. If we can accelerate the champion out there, and then a Ravager after that. We just really hope that they don't have the Stony. Because mulliganing because of Stony is bad. It does shut off our entire hand. Oh, boy. If I had another 1-drop, this would be good. Good. But I do not, so it's not. We do get the heavily protected Edge Champion. Top deck plating would be grand. Opal's not so grand. I can feed it to the Ravager, but that doesn't help us right now. Granted, champion getting on the field is good. It is good. On the flip side, if this becomes a Stony... Oh, phew. Okay. Alright, alright. It's not a Stony. Yet. Boy. Alright. Ornithopter. Ravager. Ravager eats Opal. Play Opal. Play Ravager. Can I afford to swing? I think I can't afford not to, right? So we get in with those guys. See what opponent does. Attacker's declared. I can get in for an extra 2 damage if I sacrifice this Ravager. But it also represents a lot more damage if I attack with all of them. But Etched Champion being protected is pretty darn good. Yeah, let's get in with the protected damage. That's a 4-turn clock. That's decent. Potentially a bit more if we're able to Ravager onto Champion. They both just became 3/3s, which is as big as they get, right? Yep. If they play a Stony here, I think if I put the Ravager's current counters onto Etched Champion, it becomes a 6/6. Attacks for 7 with Signal Pest trigger. Seems pretty decent. Go for it, opponent. I will let that through. Especially with all the mana they have up. Ooze. Okay. That's gonna be able to block Ravager as is. I would need to turn him into a 4/4 to survive. 13. So 4, 5, 14. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Shy of being able to get in there. No. 1 mana off. So Karn being something else would have been helpful. I think with the potential of having Karn out, if I can get mana, I don't want to go in all in on the Ravager. All in would be turning him, it would get rid of 2 more sources of mana. Because this is 4, 5, 6. Not a 2-turn clock. But if we force the chump with Skoos... but if I get a mana source next turn, I'm just going to kick myself in the butt. How aggressive do I need to be? I think because I can hit for this much 5, 6 this turn, and then next turn I can hit for more. I think I just go with the flyers and the protected. Six, 8. Opponent currently cannot do anything to gain life. 4 cards in hand. Stomping Ground. Paying 2 life for it. They must be pretty confident about what they're casting. Bloodbraid Elf. That's reasonable. Stony freaking Silence. Oh, that's funny. Okay, we're at 6. I take 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9, 12. Right? 4, 5, 6. I currently have lethal with what's here. So I'm going to make Ravager bigger than any of his dudes on the board. He already played a land. 4, 5, 6. That's right, right? Four, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's any reason to have done this particular line. Five, 6. Yeah, this should get it. It left me with a 5/5 blocker, I guess, is what it did. Cool. Alright, well, we came back to end with 2-3. A bit disappointing. Most disappointing was the slight misplay in match 3 versus the Aetherflux Reservoir. If I'd used Ancient Grudge a little earlier, I believe I could have shut him out, and then I would not have lost. Blue-white control is blue-white control, and there's not much that I feel I can do about that. If the game goes too long, then I'm just boned. I probably should have scooped that second match a lot sooner than I did, but the opponent was really cocksure, and I was hoping that I could prove him wrong. Unfortunately, that was not the case. So, thanks for tuning in. We will catch you in League 23. See you next time.